It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Friday, the 10th of December. I'm James Spann. We've got record warmth possible today in parts of Alabama up in the 70s, and then we'll deal with strong to severe storms tomorrow. Pretty typical for December. This is part of the tornado season here. So let's talk about it. We'll see if we can answer all of your questions. First off, this is the upper air look across the country early this morning, and we've got troughing that is coming out of the western states. That's producing a major snowstorm for parts of the mountains out across the plain states. That'll be driving a cold front through here tomorrow. That was the radar this morning, about 4:45. The bulk of the rain over the southeastern counties of the state, and we'll see a few scattered showers and storms around today, but it's not going to rain all day. And you can see the effect of this warm front moving in from the south. Utah and Tuscaloosa, 63. On the other side of the warm front, you've got 50 at Gadsden. But everybody gets in the mild air today. And again, we're expecting mid-70s. The record high for Birmingham today is 79, set back in 2007. Now look down to the south. You've got mid-70s early this morning for places like New Orleans and Shreveport, Louisiana. Very busy map on the watch warning map today. We've got winter storm warnings in effect from parts of Colorado and Wyoming up into the western Great Lakes, winter storm watches for parts of the Northwest and a few areas with fog problems. There's the severe weather outlook today. The broad risk of severe storms extends from near Houston and Lake Charles to near Chicago, Indianapolis, and Columbus, Ohio. And of course, we've got that enhanced risk for parts of the Mid-South. This would include Memphis, Nashville, Paducah, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, and now up to St. Louis. And in that enhanced risk, notice the hatched area there. That means there might be a strong tornado or two in that area, north and west of Alabama. And here's the closer look at this. And again, keep in mind the outlook runs through 6 a.m. tomorrow. And those storms could creep into the northwestern corner of the state after midnight tonight. That enhanced risk kind of clips that far northwestern tip of the state. The marginal risk as far east as Lake Guntersville and Tuscaloosa. Then after 6 a.m. tomorrow, the state is in a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. Slight risk north of here up toward Nashville. And much more about the timing and the threats here in just a second. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Really wet back in the western states, California, Oregon, Washington State. For Alabama, the amounts around 1 inch for the Tennessee Valley, 1/2 to 1 inch elsewhere. We don't expect any flooding problems tomorrow. So model fans, let's go. Here's the GFS. This is the 06C run today at 3. There's your trough coming into the Great Plains states, a deep surface low developing to the west of Kansas City, and there's a broad warm sector south and east of the surface low with instability values rising. And some fairly high values to the west of the state. This is the STP this evening at 6 o'clock, and you can see some elevated numbers over much of Arkansas. And that's where the severe storms will initiate later today and tonight. And that will be moving in here early tomorrow morning. This is 3 a.m., higher STP values around Memphis and Jackson, Tennessee, back down through the Mississippi Delta. So let's look at modeling for tomorrow. This is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The organized batch of storms pushing into northwest Alabama. All of this will evolve into a squall line, a QLCS. And then by 10 o'clock, the line keeps on pushing to the south. And of course, traditionally within a squall line like that, your main risk will be strong straight line winds. Now let's look at the severe weather parameters. This is the Cape. This is tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and you can see the values are generally between 300 and 1,000 joules per kilogram, certainly sufficient for severe storms this time of the year. This is the SRH, the storm relative helicity. The higher values lifting away to the north, but still that's sufficient for a few rotating storms. And the STP, the significant tornado parameter. You've got some units around 3 around Birmingham and Centerville, Shelby County. But again, the thinking simply has not changed on this. The main threat's going to be strong straight line winds, maybe damaging winds in a few spots, could knock down trees and power lines. And within that line, there could be a few isolated brief tornadoes. So keep that in mind. This is noon. The batch of storms coming through Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden. 3 o'clock. Storms approaching Alexander City, Prattville, Selma. And then by 6 o'clock, the thunderstorms are down in southeast Alabama and weakening. The dynamic support will weaken with time, and we don't expect any severe storms really down in southeast Alabama. And the other thing to point out tomorrow, temperatures will go the wrong way. Early in the morning, we're going to be close to 70. It will be amazingly mild, and then temperatures will fall through the 50s tomorrow afternoon, maybe reaching the 40s over parts of North Alabama late in the day. So this is Sunday. We're sunny and cool, highs in the mid to upper 50s. Monday, sunny. In fact, all of next week looks pretty quiet. Here's Tuesday. We'll be in the 60s. This is Wednesday. We'll be close to 70. Thursday, again, dry, mild, highs around 70. And this is a week from today, Friday the 17th. Upper high over the Gulf of Mexico, and maybe a couple of showers around with a weak front, but probably not many. We'll go out 10 days. This is Sunday the 19th. Southwest flow aloft and rain just north and west of the state if this verifies. We all know this could change. Rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble. The mean between 2 and 3 inches between now and Christmas Day. Temperatures, that one-day cool down on Sunday, and then we go right back up to near 70 over the latter half of next week. And the CPC outlook, this is for December 17th through the 23rd. The west below average. The eastern half of the country, including Alabama, will likely be above average. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3 o'clock this afternoon. You can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless. Hey, this is James Spann. I think one of the best parts of my job, getting to do weather programs in schools. During regular times, I'm in a school once or twice a day, teaching students, mostly in elementary schools, things about weather and science. It's a really great part of my job. In fact, if I wasn't a television meteorologist, I would be a third grade science teacher. But one thing I've noticed over the years, some children, not all, but some, develop a genuine fear, a phobia of weather, especially thunderstorms and tornadoes. To offset that, I commissioned a couple of creative members of my family to write a series of children's books about weather. And the first one is out. Benny and Chipper, Be Prepared, Not Scared. Your kids will absolutely love Benny the Bear and his best pal, Chipper the Beagle Dog. It's a really good read about thunderstorms and tornadoes and how it's okay to be a little afraid, but you don't have to be really afraid. As long as you're prepared, you understand them, you know what to do, and you take care of yourself. Information is very powerful, and that starts a process of kids overcoming that fear. And this book is a really good read for any elementary school student. My friend Ginger Z of ABC News in New York, the chief meteorologist there, wrote a foreword here. Jeremy Davis, an illustrator, really makes Benny and Chipper come to life. It's a great read, and your kids will love it. I would encourage you to get a copy, and we'll have future books with Benny and Chipper about things like thunderstorms and the science behind them, tornadoes and hurricanes. So get your copy today. Right now it's available online at Spann Book, with 2 N's, spannbook.com. And you'll see some other cool stuff there as well. Benny and Chipper, Prepared Not Scared. Get your kids a copy today.